That's some unfortunate news for linebacker Thomas Davis. That's a homeboy, man. I love that man. Keep doing your thing, man. He is officially announced his retirement after 16 years in the NFL. I'm pretty sure we talked about this before.
We
Um,
did.
well,
December 29th.
but at the time, it wasn't made official. Now it is. But not only did he make that official, but he made it official that he will be signing a one-day contract with the Carolina Panthers to end his career where it all began. I love you, brother. I know you know I love you, man. Anyway, you know who else is going to be joining him too? Greg Olsen. Greg Olsen is also going to be joining him in signing a one-day contract on March 11th. But he announced this on Instagram. I'll put the post in the description down below if you want to check it out. I'm just gonna shorten the quote for you because it's actually a pretty long one. And the video is pretty long too, so I won't waste your time. And I quote, "I will officially be returned to the place where my heart has been all along." He thanked the organization and the fans, and I love you too, brother. Keep doing your thing. He spent 14 years in Carolina, then he spent his last 2 seasons with the Chargers and the football team. The football team released him, I think it was yesterday, and then that was just a clear indication that he was just going to retire at that point, and I wasn't surprised, but things happen. Anyway, he also became the first player. Ready? Get this. This is a cool fact. He became the first player to overcome 3 ACL tears, and he still played 16 years in the NFL. That is really impressive. There's no other player that I know of. Not some players can't even get over 1 ACL tear. And for Thomas Davis to go over 3 of them, on my fingers, this number, that's 1, 2, 3. That's incredible. I mean, what else can I say? Um, Also, he remains Carolina's all-time leader in tackles with 789, ahead of former teammate Luke Kuechly with 690. That's incredible. Um, and this was written by David Newton, who is an ESPN staff writer. So Mario, I gotta start off with this. This is my homeboy, man. You already know how it be. But man, I gotta thank this man for everything he's done. For obviously the Carolina Panthers and for the franchises he played for, the Chargers and the Washington football team. Not only was he a great football player on the field, he's going to be a Hall of Famer soon. We all know this. I mean, you could argue first ballot. I could argue that. That's just my homeboy, but he's going to be a Hall of Famer like it or not. That's just what's going to happen. But not only was he a good player on the field, but he was a great man off the field. Obviously he won the Walter Payton Man of the Year award. I think it was in 2014, 2014 or something like that. Yeah, it was 2014. Yeah, all right. I'll make sure I get that right. So, obviously, he was a great man on the field, great man off the field, very great leader, man. I mean, if you go and watch that Instagram video, which I'm putting in the description down below, the link to it, like you look at all his clips in that video, and you'll see how big of an impact he's had on all the defenses that he's played. He's a very great leader on and off the field. And the NFL is going to truly miss him. I'm going to miss him because this was a homeboy. I know this was kind of expected given that the football team released him, and even before that he made it pretty clear that that was his last game. I mean, you look at the cleats that he posted on Instagram or on social media. It was pretty clear that the dude was going to retire. I mean, I kind of expected it. I'm still a little upset about it because I grew up around the time the Panthers made that Super Bowl run. Thomas Davis was on that team. So Thomas Davis obviously, of course, holds a special place in my heart. That's a homeboy, that's a brother, and I love that dude. And I personally thank him for everything he's done for the state of Carolina, North Carolina, and for everything he's done in the NFL and for everything he's done for the community. So with that being said, good luck to Thomas Davis in the future endeavors, whether it be, it could be anything. He could anything he wants to do in his retirement. I wish him the best of luck in retirement. And again, I thank you for everything you've done.
I'll pick it up from there. Best of luck to Thomas Davis and best of luck to him in retirement. Yeah, we talked about this video in December, and it was clear that he was going to retire. But now it's official, Nate. And yeah, I mean, we're talking about him. 2016, I think he is a Walter Payton Man of the Year winner. 2016, I think he won it.
It was 2014.
2014, right?
Yeah,
and then but on his cleats, it says 2016, and it shows the award.
Oh,
so
unless I forgot it wrong.
Right, but nah, it's all good. But obviously, we don't need to see that he's won the award or whether he's won it or not. We don't need to see that to know that he's done amazing things on that field. Obviously a three-time Pro Bowler. Obviously, he made a Super Bowl appearance. Didn't go the way he wanted it to. But yeah, Thomas Davis, he's going to be a very underrated player. when it's all said and done, you know, we're not going to put him in the sentence as like, oh, he was like, he's up there with like Ray Lewis and he's up there with like Lawrence Taylor, but he's going to be a very underrated player. You know, you can make a case that he will be one of the most underrated players to play the game. You couldn't make that case. And I absolutely agree with you. He will be a Hall of Famer. Whether it's first ballot or not, he will be a Hall of Famer. No doubt about it. Obviously, what he did for the Carolina Panthers is definitely going to go down in their Hall of Fame, whatever Ring of Honor, whatever they have. Yeah, and I mean, like, I think he was definitely the heartbeat of Carolina for the longest time. And then you can obviously see it when he went to LA and then when he went to Washington. You know, he was part of those teams. And I bet he gave a lot of advice to a lot of young players because, you know, now we're looking at the Washington football team and they have a very good defense. Los Angeles Chargers got some pieces to that defense. You know, they can get a little bit more. But I bet if you ask either one of those guys on that defense, they'll tell you how much of an impact that Thomas Davis had. And not even just the defense, like teammates of his in general. And yeah, that one stat that you said, he's the all-time leader in tackles. And considering the fact that Luke Kuechly was on that team and he beat him, like it says something that, you know, it says how good of a player he was. And last but not least, 3 ACL recoveries. That's absolutely amazing. You know, you can't do anything but tip your hat off to him, you know? And it just shows you, like, you know, you persevere and you work hard, you never give up, like your dreams can come true. And he played 16 seasons. And I think, and Ray Lewis, he played 17 and he never went through anything like that, you know? So just imagine how long he could have played if he didn't have, if he never tore 3 ACLs, you know, he could have played maybe 20 plus years. But regardless of the way we think about it, the career that he's actually had in front of our eyes, you know, it'll never be forgotten. And obviously, like, I'm not a Panthers fan, but I've definitely seen him play many, many times. And I've definitely seen Thomas Davis play. And I think he's an absolutely amazing player. And whatever retirement holds for him, you know, I wish him absolutely the best of luck. So that being said, best of luck to you, Thomas Davis, and congratulations on a great career.